Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pam Marie 80, and you can call me Pam or Pammy if that is better suited for you. I'm so happy to be back in front of the camera recording for you guys again. It's been a hot minute since I've been up on here due to some health issues, but I am back and I'm just going to take it slow and just work and to get content up for you guys as best I can, depending on how I'm feeling. So like I stated, in today's video, we're going to be doing my everyday full face. I am a work from home person, but I do have to be on camera a few days a week. Being that we're heading into the winter and the colder months, I do have to adjust my routine a little bit, just because in the winter I really suffer from a lot of dry patches. Normal to dry is my skin type. And then I also have lupus, which causes me to get what's classified as a lupus rash, which will be like raised redness around my nose and like right slightly underneath my eye, like going across this area here. I do have a little bit of that left over in this area. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's going away, but just keeping my skincare pretty simple and not trying to add products that will draw attention to those areas and cling on to those type of things. So with that being said, I did go ahead and pick up an Old Faithful. I picked up the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I also picked up the concealer. So I am not new to this one. I had this back in the day. I used to use it all the time. So I got this because I knew it was like a trustworthy foundation that would give me exactly what I was looking for in a base. And then I'm pretty new to this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk concealer. However, I am enjoying that as well. I have been trying to be a little bit light on the powders that I'm applying to my face, especially because I'm already dry. And again, I'm not trying to draw any attention to dry patches on my face. And then also I have been trying to get comfortable and just build the skill of underpainting. So what I'm going to use for my underpainting today is going to be the Uomo Beauty Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Duo Stick in the shade number 3 Bronze Venus. I've been really enjoying this. I'll go ahead and swatch out the contour. It's pretty rich. And then on the other side of that, it comes with the strobe cream. And that is what that looks like. So again, trying to bring some nice natural luminosity and sculpting to the face, but still not drawing attention to the dry areas. All the rest of my face is doing pretty good. I have done my skincare and my brows off camera. Right now for skincare, I'm using the Tatcha rice water cleanser with the serum. I do use the Fresh Beauty toner, rose toner, and then the serum from them as well. So I double serum, and then I have been using my Fresh Beauty, where did I put it? My Fresh Beauty Lotus. Here's a new one. I have a haul that I need to do for you guys, but I had this one close to me, the Fresh Beauty Youth Preserve Moisturizer with Multi-Action Super Lotus. I really loved it. This is my I think my 3rd or 4th container of this, but this is just a new one. And I'll go ahead and get into a haul for you guys later. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this face. I'm gonna start off with the Uomo Beauty stick, the Double Take stick, and I'm going to start off by doing my contour. So I'm not going to bring that too far down. I'm just going to, draw out some lines in the area that I want to contour and then blend that out. So to blend that out, I am going to use my Sonia G Mini Base. It looks like this. So I'm just going to start off on the chin area, and I'm going in circular motions to blend that out all around the jawline. This is a really creamy and emollient product. It doesn't really give me any trouble blending it out, as you can see. Like I said, in circular motions. So I'm a little chunky. I've been in here stuck in the house, really can't do anything, so my face is showing that. So we just need to snatch that up. I do bring it up around the chin area because I do want to see that, define those areas. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then next I'm going to go to the forehead area, and I'm just going to sweep this product back into my hairline with a pressing, sweeping motion. Messing up my hair, but we'll fix that. And I'm just sweeping on with the side of the brush to blend out the harsh line. Again, just sweeping it back into the hairline. And I'll go in with the Beauty Blender just to get out anything that I may have missed. Don't worry if this looks like a little intense. Remember, this is going to go underneath the foundation, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And I got a little bit of a, well, I got a lot of bit of a 5 head, so we're going to snatch that right on up. Okay. And that looks pretty good to me. So now let's work on these cheeks. Sorry. So, again, with this a pressing motion, I want to be really targeted and specific on the placement, and I don't want to drag it down. So I'm going to be flicking my brush upward and just stamping. And I'm being specific not to drag it all the way down into this area of my face, because I want to ensure that the face remains lifted. And again, using that technique where I'm dragging the product back into my hairline and then circular motions just to blend out any harsh line. This way, because I have to cross my hand over to the other side, I kind of go upward on it and then sweep down, but not like down to drag it. And then at the bottom of that line, doing the same thing in the opposite direction, sweeping it in an upward motion. So once I have it to where, I know this looks crazy. Once I have it to where I want it, now I'm just going to continue just pressing it into the skin. And again, I can go over this with my Beauty Blender just to make sure, which is what I'm going to do. So because I use my Beauty Blender, the bottom part for my foundation and the tip for my concealer, I'm going to use the side of the brush just to press that into the areas. And you see, it's blending out nice. Just to press that further into the skin. I know you probably go like, this is a lot. But once it's down and then you lay your foundation on top of it, it's gonna... Alright, you guys, so now that I have that contour already blended out, I am going to add just a touch of that strobe cream. And when I mean just a touch, like right in the high points of my face. The foundation is already going to be something that is luminous, so I'm just going to just blend that out slightly. And then I will go ahead and add in my foundation. I don't know why I keep doing that. I've been doing that all day, just trying to use my viewfinder as a mirror. That's not working. Alright, so shaking up the foundation. Again, I'm in the shade 8.75 in the Luminous Silk. And I just used 2 pumps on the back of my hand, just about that amount. I'm keeping it very light and fresh. So I'm just going to pounce that into the back of my Beauty Blender, and then I'll just begin putting it all over my face. So this is the closest shade that matches my skin tone. I wish it was, they had one that was um, slightly deeper, that matched me a little bit better. But I tried to pick up shade number 9, and that was actually lighter than this shade due to the undertone. So this is my closest match. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I do prefer generally just taking the rest of that product off the back of my hand and then blending that in. So that looks pretty good to me. Um, I can just powder right here and leave it right here because it looks pretty good. Um, but you can see the contour peeking out from underneath the foundation, and that is exactly what I was looking for. So now quickly on to the concealer, and I'm just going to use the slightest amount. This concealer is very hydrating. I don't find that it clings on or makes any wrinkles stand out underneath my eyes, so I really appreciate that. And it's very easy to blend out, and I do like the shade of this. It's more neutral than I'm used to. I usually like to find a concealer that's more yellow, but I really been enjoying this. And because we've already underpainted with that contour, I don't want to bring this too low or out too far. So I'm just going to take the excess and just pop that on the top of my eyelids. So I'm just blending out the other side. I'm being really strategic on where I'm placing this. Alright, so now I have that concealer all blended out, and this is what the face is looking like. So I think it looks pretty good. And now I'm going to go into my set underneath my eye. So I'm going into my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade number 2. And I'm going to press that underneath my eye. Just to set that area. So I just loading up the brush, tapping off the excess. And I love this brush just because the shape of it, it has like a little tip, but it fits right underneath the eye really well. The excess and set my forehead. Okay. So we haven't done any powder, contour, anything, but I'm going to take this same brush and I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade number 3, and I'm going to set the rest of my face really lightly. So I'm taking that Sonia G brush and I'm just pressing that into the skin. Trying to get into using some of my other powders other than my Sephora Micro Smooth powder and translucent powder. So just trying to dig into my collection a bit more. Okay. So I like this powder because even though I still have a luminosity to the skin. I don't look dried down, and most importantly, I don't feel like I'm dried down. So that is what that looks like. So now I'm going to powder contour just lightly because we already have our underpainted base underneath. As you can see, I look pretty. Morph E4 brush, just an angle brush. And I'm tapping into my Dior Forever Natural Bronzer in the shade 07 Golden Bronze. Looks like that. Load up my brush, tap off the excess, and remember, my focus is to kind of stay up high on the cheeks, sculpt out, but not drag down because I want to keep my face lifted. So just stamping that in. Same with this. And then underneath my chin and jawline, and I'm just going to drag that back. And I'm just going now, no additional product, just blending out what I put there. Just remaining upwards. I think you guys already know. I don't really um, bronze my face. I mean, bronze my nose, target it where I'm drawing lines. I kind of just load up the brush and then sweep the brush across, and then it'll pick up in the areas where it needs to go on the high points of my nose for a more natural contoured nose. And then the only place I really care to be specific is up in the area to define underneath, you know, right in this eye area, and bringing that up into the brow. I picked up the Nars High Profile Cheek Palette. Take my Refer 05, and I'm going to load that up with this color here. And I'm going to place that right in between. And I like the Nars blushes because they keep with that luminosity look that I was going for. Right in here. Adding that color. Same thing on the other side. So right underneath where I highlighted, and just right on top, kind of melting it in with my contour. Just stamping it there. Okay. So I'm not going to do any like dedicated eyeshadow. Taking the Refer 16 brush, and I'm going to go right back into that bronzer, load it up, and just sweep that into my crease. And this is an easy way to incorporate and multi-use, get multi-purpose out of your products. And I didn't even do my normal like highlight underneath my brow and setting my eyelids or anything. So I just lightly tapped the excess of my concealer onto my eyelids, and that was about it. So you can just take that color, sweep it in over across your in your crease and on your outer V for like a natural look. And then into that Glam palette, I'm just going to tap my finger into this color here and just pat that on the lid. Nothing specific, not trying to be super fancy. And that is that. Same thing on the other eye. And if you want to just neaten it up a little bit or intensify a little bit more of that bronzer, you can do so. Again, I'm just going to do that over here because it looks like I went a little bit far out with that color, and I'm just going to drag inward, like sweep inward with that bronzer. And then back on the finger. And that is that. Mascara. So no lashes today. Keeping it really simple. Alright, so that is the upper lash line mascara. And if you wanted to know, I'm using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. And I'm just still on that first dip. I don't like to re uh, dip. I find that one is enough for me. Okay. So, for a quick nude lip, I'm taking my Makeup Forever. Ooh, girl, I can't talk today. Makeup Forever Limitless Brown Artist Pencil, my fave. And blend that out. And if you guys didn't notice, I have not sprayed or set my face at all. And you can see how luminous and glowy it is, but not oily looking, but just like fresh and luminous. And that was the goal. So for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place, the Nude Chocolates in the shade Toffee. Looks like this. And here is the finished look. So I know it looks like I did a lot, and it probably looks like, you know, really intense and crazy, but it really isn't. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. Let me give you a close up. Very fresh face, very appropriate for school or work. Easy peasy on the eyes. Um, So I really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out the content. If you enjoy what you've seen today, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the family. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down in the comment section below and let me know if underpainting is a thing of yours. Have you tried it? Is it something that is intimidating to you? I know it was for me previously. Let me know what are some of your everyday favorites and how you achieve your everyday look. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.